We do now have some clue as to what triggered these sights and sounds on this Glasgow street. Associates of the perpetrator say he'd threatened a knife attack, having become mentally fragile. He'd been isolated for 3 weeks with suspected coronavirus. Suraj from Yemen was staying in the Park Inn hotel. He told us he warned staff the night before the attack that the asylum seeker from Sudan was a risk.
He said, I want to attack with a knife. And he mentioned some name that he said, they are especially I want to attack them. He started to feel everyone against him. I said, just I want to warn, we don't know what could happen. The reception, he said, okay, I will take it seriously and I will make the report. And I don't know what happened.
It appears the perpetrator couldn't cope with living conditions inside the hotel.
Come and see us inside. Everyone waiting the moment to explode. We are in the hotel as a prisoners. I know this is what I'm saying. They don't like it meals. So everyone in stress, they cannot go out because they have time. And they cannot sit in the room because it's everything in that room. They eat, they sleep, they wake up, everything in the same place.
The condition of Police Constable David White has improved, no longer critical, but stable. He's among 6 people still in hospital. The others are 2 hotel employees and 3 asylum seekers. A few hundred yards from the scene, police were out in force. This wasn't for events at the Park Inn, but for a planned Saturday demonstration that never materialised. Police colleagues paid tribute to theirs, a man they call The Rock.
He was one of these really dependable guys who you want to have in your team. He's an experienced officer of over 13 years, most of that time spent in response policing in Glasgow city centre. And, you know, he's exactly the type of character who you would want to be working with and have by your side.
There wasn't just the one warning about the knife attacker. We understand that on the morning of the incident, he had a telephone consultation with an immigration lawyer with the help of an asylum seeker liaison worker. That worker told the lawyer the man was a danger, and the lawyer said he'd contact the Home Office. But shortly after the call ended, the attack took place. Which begs the question, were the warnings passed on and were they acted upon? The Home Office says simply it is aware of the incident. The hotel owners and Mears Group, the company contracted to house asylum seekers, have expressed sympathy but say they'll make no further comment because, they say, of a live police investigation. One that will look into why this happened and why it wasn't prevented. James Matthews, Sky News, Glasgow.